Selling is service.
And service is selling.
Service is selling.
And selling is service.
Newbies. That's a term for newcomers to the internet.
The morning stream. Good. Real good.
Whoops, I was muted. Hi, everybody. Good morning, and welcome to the morning stream. It is January 28th, 2025. I'm Scott Johnson with Brian Ibbett. Hi, Brian.
Well, hello, Scott. Holy cow, that clip you played harkened me back to a song that I looked for back in the 90s. So my old, you and I both used to listen to Dr. Demento. I think we both also used to record Dr. Demento and listen to it. And there was a song by the Hypothetical Prophets on there called Person to Person. And I think I only remember him playing it maybe once or twice, and I was like, oh, I love this song. And then when the first inklings of the internet were happening for me in the early 90s, that I was starting to log on there, and I was like, oh, I might be able to find a record store that has that. And I went through so much work to find this single, and I still have the single over on the other side of the room, and bought the single, had to ship it from the UK, I think, and it was this song, Person to Person. And if you, I gave you a link to it, it reminds me so much of that clip you played at the top of the show.
Here, I'll hit play.
That's the single, the vinyl, right? Because I had to manually record it. Wait till you get to the alternating male and female vocals.
Person to personal announcements. Masonic, stereophonic, hi-fi, futuristic, linguistic, influential, existential, ex-con, gone straight, once say, mid-Atlantic, good-looking, well-endowed, undemanding, understanding, must be Virgo, Taurus, rising, easygoing, likes cooking, sewing, Sydney,
a personal ad.
Get lost, self-indulgence, insecure.
Oh, this is weird. I can totally hear it now. Like this, if I play this again.
Selling is service.
And service is selling.
So,
some weird
here's why, right. And here's the thing, Claire. Like, I've listened to this so recently. I have not thought about this song for years. Since I got that single, I put it in my iTunes library. Yesterday, post-show, I'm like, something made me think of that song. So it is currently the playing song in my iTunes. Like if I were to hit play right now in my iTunes, you would hear the second half of that song because I started playing it. So that's the weird synchronicity experience that Scott and I have sometimes.
We have that on the show once in a while. It's weird. Yeah. That's a deep one. That's a deep cut.
So damn bizarre.
Yeah,
so weird.
That's a very, very
deep
deep
cut. Take pre-show off of our...
well, I was going to leave it up like I did the other day on Play Retro, like an idiot.
Okay. All right.
I'm teasing, not really.
This was on purpose. Okay.
No,
right.
I'm not doing that. I don't want that. I still get heat for it.
Anyway, yeah.
That whole video's up there on YouTube, and everyone's like, how come this says pre-show so long? I'm like, damn it, I'd change it if I could. I can't.
I wonder if there are people who like scrub through the YouTube video. Oh, I guess no, because only the patrons get the pre-show stuff, right?
Yeah, the actual pre-show, they're the only ones.
Yeah.
So when it goes away, that's what everybody else sees. But in that case, they saw it the whole time.
I gotcha.
Or most of it. It's super annoying. Anyway, it's nice to see you all. Hope you're all well. I got a couple of quick things. This morning was crazy for me. It was an insane morning. I got up very early, took the dog to an appointment to get her tooth removed. We talked about this last week. She has a cracked...
Yeah, poor thing.
I forgot what tooth it is. It's like way up in the back, and it cracked from a bone or something. So they got to remove it. And so we spent a week giving her meds. That all worked out great. Took the swelling down. Now that she goes into the thing, they take it out. We pick her up sometime today. I don't know when that is going to be. But here's the worst part of it. There were a few things that made it a pain. One, traffic was crazy because there's new construction that made all the turns wrong on the maps. It was all wrong. So the map's going, turn here. Both Google, Apple Maps, and Waze were all saying this wrong stuff.
Really? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which tells me this is new construction and no one was told.
Yeah.
So it's like, turn right and you'll be at your destination. And I look right and I'm like, yeah, there's a giant barrier there that says none shall pass. So I didn't go there. Anyway, we figured out in a roundabout way and got there finally. And we thought we were going to be late, but it turns out the lady was a little bit late. So we had to wait around for that. And then she got there, the lady that opened the place. And it's called, GA Vet. The GA Vet, which stands for
Greatest American Vet. Believe it or not,
kind of like that.
I'm healing your dog.
It was something sort of like that, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't remember exactly. But anyway, we drop it off. We drop her off. Now, here's the worst part. Boomer thinks she's out for a party. We got the leash out. She's like, whoa, jumping around like an idiot. She's so excited. Well, wherever we're going, she doesn't care. She's just stoked. We get there. She's still excited. We get to the door. She hesitates. She's like, I think I know this place.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, kind of just hesitates.
Nothing
Stops.
good ever happens in here.
Yeah, and she was there just a week ago, so she knows the smells. You know, the familiarity's coming back to her. But then she's like, hesitates. But then she's like, all right, well, maybe this is fine. She goes, it was fine last time, she says to herself. She says, and then she just trots in like it's nothing. And we put her on the scale, and that's fine. They got a slippery floor, and she hates those because that's how she hurt her hip. So she's paranoid about slippery floors, and so she's being real tiptoey. But for the most part, good spirits. Lady comes out, that triggers it. She goes, and
recognizes the lady.
Yep, and proceeds to nervous poop everywhere. All right.
Oh no!
And we spent the whole day before doing the whole like instructions, like have her go a bunch of times, don't feed her past this time, no water after this, and like all that stuff because it's surgery and all that. So we did all that, but she somehow has reserves, and when she gets nervous, she just starts plopping everywhere in the room.
Oh, jeez.
And then when we think she's done doing that, the lady picks her up to take her in the back, and she proceeds to like poop 3-4 more logs on her way out the thing. So she's terrified now. So now she's in there. I'm sure she's under. It's all going fine. It'll be quick and easy and out of there. But it's going to probably cost me around $300 is the current estimate. Because it's just the one tooth. It's not like extracting a whole mouthful of teeth or whatever.
Not for the poop. The poop is free.
Oh, the poop is free, and they can keep it.
The poop is free. Yeah, they can hold on to that.
Yeah.
But the tooth,
yeah, the tooth
that's
we got to pay
be
for.
$300.
Can't wait to slap 300 bones down on a stupid tooth. That it's her own fault because she bit one of the bones that are supposed to be Ripley's that are too hard for her, and she did it anyway. So it's her fault and our fault for having 3 dogs. But anyway, the long and the short of it is that. All's well now. I'm here. I made it back.
I was going to say, because she can tell which ones are Ripley's bones. She's just not reading, the label and saying.
Yeah, she needs to get with it. She needs to grow a pair and learn how to exist like a proper dog. Anyway, she'll be back soon and everything will be fine, hopefully.
Cool.
Got a quick call about our film festival.
Ooh, cool. All right.
I started doing a new thing where I'm having some help with call vetting.
Oh,
so that I don't always know what people are going to say because I don't want to. I like the surprise sometimes.
Oh, so like this is great. So you get to hear it first like I do. Oh, great. Okay, cool.
Yeah, the only thing I know for sure is that they're not overly long because we're always, don't send us 3-minute phone calls. We're not going to play those.
Sure.
But if they're like a 30-second to a minute or whatever, we'll play them. And then that's all I'm going to know. We're going to try this for a while, see how it goes. So all I know is this one is about the film festival in some way.
Okay.
So I'm going to play it. Here you go.
Hey, Space Ghost and Brack. This is Kyle here calling for the morning stream, also known as Bilbo Hansen in the community, probably by nobody because I mostly just lurk and hang out. But just wanted to give you guys a call and say, hey, congratulations on your 32nd film festival. That is fantastic. 32 film festivals is certainly nothing to sneeze at. You give Fred and Can's Film Festival a run for its money. And I just wanted to call and say congrats. You're really doing it and can't wait for number 40.
I don't know.
See ya.
I don't know if I understand.
Really?
I don't get the reference. What's the reference?
32nd Film Festival. In other words, instead of seconds, 30 seconds, he's looking at his 32nd like it's our
Oh my gosh, dude. I don't know why I didn't expect that basic sort of call. But.
So whoever's vetting gave you, because you've got actually in the text that goes with it, and whoever vetted it basically said, okay, put this as the header.
Yeah, all it says is gotcha. 32nd Film Festival. And congratulations is all it says. So now this is a good experiment. We get to see what's under the hood here. I probably could have, if I'd heard it before, I would have figured out what he was talking about, I guess.
Yeah, this is way more fun.
Yeah, it's a little bit more fun. Like this one, an SNL clip. All this says is it's Jay from New Hampshire, and it's about SNL show length.
Show length, okay.
Let's see what that is.
Hey, it's for TMS. This is Jay from New Hampshire. For eThink G4 on the internet there.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys noticed, I'm giving you a topic here. I'm watching SNL on Peacock. It was an episode with Charlton Heston. It was 25 minutes long. He did the monologue. It was a bunch of funny stuff, maybe 3 sketches, and then goodbyes. There was no Charlton Heston. And then, like, the next episode after that, with John Lithgow, is 45 minutes. What are they doing? Love the show. And all
right, so did they used to do that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No. It's always been 90 minutes, except for, in cases where there's a interruption or technical difficulties. I can't think of an example of that, but I'm sure there has been one. But it's always 90 minutes. So the ones on Peacock are abridged, and it ticks me off because it's like, oh, I want to see what the like the Ebersol years. Like I want to watch one of the Billy Crystal and Christopher Guest episodes, and it's like, great, you get the cold open, the monologue, a couple sketches, sometimes Weekend Update, and maybe one of the songs, but it's really is someone determining that they're not edited. Like what's bad about the episode, and then they strip it out? I think so. I know that there are some that they've actually taken out because of content. God, what was the one that there was one I heard about recently that was in the 20th season. Like so first season. It's not like Charlton Heston came out and went, "I hate the Jews." No, but there was something that was probably taken out. Probably in the case of Charlton Heston, it was probably just, well, these sketches aren't funny, let's go ahead and pull them out, which irritates the crap out of me. No, give me the whole show. Yeah, I want to see the sketches that worked. I want to see the sketches that didn't work. What is it? Yeah, that's part of the historical record of the show, and exactly. One that's this long in the tooth. You want to have everything, and I'm sure they have everything. They're just not giving it to us, I guess. All right. Yeah, it sucks. I wish they wouldn't do that, and I don't know why they do it, but they do it. There was one I read, or I watch a YouTube channel called. It's like the history of SNL. I can't remember the exact name of it, but these two guys review every season. They watch every episode of every season, which they must be watching the abridged versions too. And they talk about the controversies, the things that were going on during the show, but also the things that were going on outside of the show, like which hosts. They basically said, yeah, we're never having this guy back on again, or she didn't get along with this writer, or this person insisted on doing all their own sketches and not allowing the writers to contribute sketches, etc. And it's fascinating, but they don't mention anything about getting a bridge. They just talk about, on subsequent re-airings of this episode, this sketch was taken out because of this content. Okay. I could see that, I guess. So I don't think they should, but whatever. It's like I like what they did with was it I can't remember who did this. Maybe it was Max or HBO before Ebersol, or what's his name, took over, not Ebersol. The guy over at Max that everyone hates. Anyway, before he took over, they would show like World War II era Looney Tunes. Oh, that were not very sensitive for even their time, and they would put a little disclaimer and say things have changed, blah, 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 blah. Preface it. I like that. I like that. Yeah, that's the way to handle that sort of thing. This is a thing of its time, and there might be some insensitivity or some things that don't age well in here, and you're take it watch at your own risk. Yeah. It's I'm sure what's his face's Norm Macdonald's OJ jokes, some of those have probably been edited out because that was a whole big thing at the time. Yeah, might be. Oh man, those are great though. He was so good. Those were great. It was so damn funny. You can buy seasons 1 through 5 on a 37 DVD set for the low price of $565.56.
So
just the first 5 seasons.
Just the first 5.
God.
Yeah. So I don't think there's a complete. There must. I mean, how could you do a physical full set? You could, but it would just be insane.
Yeah, it'd be massive.
Yeah, it would be really crazy.
That seems crazy. Okay, hold on. I mean, it just seems crazy to have a 37 disc set for the first 5 seasons. I guess. Okay, I guess. Yeah, 90-minute episodes.
You could you could do it on less Blu-rays because you have more capacity per disc. But
yeah, what do they do? About 20-something episodes per season.
24, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So I mean, I'm not. I'm never going to pay that, but.
Oh gosh, no.
But it might be the only way you get the unabridged stuff.
If you really want the complete, thing. Huh.
Probably somebody has it on their Plex server. Probably.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure.
Probably where those YouTube guys are getting it, for all we know.
Maybe. Yeah, that's true.
It's funny. I searched for why do all the old SNL episodes on Peacock are they short, and there's a whole thread on Reddit about it.
Monica was saying that people have been mad about it for a long. Well, I guess no. She said she's been mad about it for a long time, but I'm guessing that there's a lot of people like her who are like irritated about that.
Yeah, that's weird. Charlton Heston and then 15 minutes. Weird.
Because I remember there was a parody of Planet of the Apes where
he damn dirty did aped it up or whatever he did. Yeah, I don't remember that at all. I got no memory of that. I'm sure it was good or bad, or maybe it was terrible. I don't know.
I did watch. So there's a new documentary series on Peacock about SNL, and Tina and I watched the first one last night. And it's really, really good. It has all of the auditions, not all, but you see a lot of audition tapes or audition performances by current people from the previous era. And it's amazing. Like Kristen Wiig comes out, they basically tell you, all right, you've got 5 minutes, do like 5 characters. And they sit in the dark in the audience. You can barely see them from the stage apparently because the lights are so bright. Mm-hmm. And they won't laugh unless you really, really slay. You will get silence in response. Kristen Wiig comes out and does 5 characters that all become legendary Kristen Wiig regular characters on the show, like the Target lady and the aunt that comes on Weekend Update and talks about movies but hates everything because why do I want to sit in a theater and look at Matrix Reloaded? Oh my God.
I'm okay with compilation style stuff, I guess. Like if they're going to give me the best of Kristen Wiig doing the Target lady or whatever.
Oh yeah. You mean like the DVDs and stuff?
Yeah.
That have those
I'd be okay with that. Like give me at least I know what I'm getting. And it's not me expecting to get full episodes on a streaming service and only getting
I think they've got that on Peacock. Like I think on Peacock you can find the like the best of Kristen Wiig, the best of Will Ferrell, stuff like that. Sure.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. That's we figured it out. Caller, whose name I forgot.
It was Efink G4.
Oh right,
we haven't seen
G4.
in the chat room. We haven't seen him in the chat room forever.
Yeah, been a long time. Hope things are well. Come hang with us live, man.
Yeah, let us know when you upgrade to a G5 too.
Yeah, let us know. Yeah. And then they'll go to Intel and then their own chips eventually. Quick fast food review. I decided to get some Taco Bell yesterday, and you might say to yourself, well, Scott, that sounds like a stupid idea. And sometimes it is, but sometimes you just crave it. You just want it.
Sure. Sure. I want it regularly. I'm an unapologetic Taco Bell. If I've got the opportunity and I need something quick, Taco Bell for me is just fine.
Yeah, I like it too. And I decided to nab this new Cantina Chicken Crispy Taco Meal.
Oh, sure. This is with the grilled chicken as opposed to like the deep fried business.
Yeah. And first thing I want to mention, all of the delivery services, we went and got ours, but all the delivery services show this at like $12. It's only $9 if you go in there. So
Sure.
Man, you pay more for that stupid service. But anyway,
they
make you think it's only fees and tips and that, but it isn't. It's this other stuff. They jack it up. But anyway, this thing called Cantina Chicken Crispy Taco Meal is what I got. And of course, the photos look great, and the delivery, or what you actually got, is not necessarily as good as what they say it's going to look like.
Sure.
But so this taco here is the one. The the problem with this taco is when I get it, it's not open like cool like this where there's a little bit of like it looks like a regular hard shell taco.
Like an actual taco, right?
Yeah,
like
it's mushed together. You have to peel it apart basically.
Sure.
When I got it.
To put the sauces and stuff in
exactly.
there.
And it shouldn't be that way, but whatever, it's still, if it tastes good, that's really all I care about. The avocado verde salsa sauce packet, these are amazing.
Yeah, they charge for those too. Like you'd think, oh, cool. Like I can just go up and when I get a different order, I can just say, oh yeah, give me a couple packets of the avocado verde salsa. No, they charge for that. It's not like their regular hot, mild, fire and Diablo sauce.
25 cents a piece for those.
If
you want?
Bastards.
I know.
They know they got a good thing going.
It's a freaking ripoff. But anyway, I got the thing, and it comes with 2 of these. Of the packets, so that's good. And then you get the little nachos thing with the cheese. It's nothing fancy there. I gotta say, these tacos, pretty damn good. I don't even know what's in there. I'm sure they explained it here. Did they say? I don't know. Maybe.
Sure.
Whatever cantina means.
It's their like new higher quality. Here we go. Cantina chicken crispy taco is made with a crispy taco shell filled with slow roasted chicken. Going for fast food chicken so soon, Scott. Yeah. 3 cheese blend, creamy jalapeno sauce, and more 3 cheese blend grilled on the outside. Oh, right. Okay, so they do. It's like those birria things where they do the grilling of the cheese on the outside and put the birria meat on the inside.
Yeah, as you can imagine, they don't do a very, the craftsmanship here is a little.
I'm sure it's not right. Exactly. Yeah,
not exactly taking a lot of pride in presentation.
No, but that sounds really good. So it's really just cheese and chicken, and then more cheese on the outside, and then you get the avocado verde salsa.
Yeah, in a weird way, it's like a quesadilla, chicken quesadilla with a different form factor. Kind of what it is.
Sounds fantastic.
It was really good. I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. I thought this was pretty damn good. I still say $10 is too much for what I got, but that's just the world we live in now, and getting used to it, I suppose. But if you were tempted, it does taste good. It will not look good, but it will taste good.
And you'll need the jaws of life to pry it open to put the avocado sauce in there. But,
and also this location stopped doing Baja Blast Zero, and I don't know why.
What?
I know, Brian. I was so pissed. I was so mad.
Oh,
so I ended up just getting Mountain Dew Zero, but I was so annoyed. I'm like, give me Baja Blast.
Not nearly as good Mountain Dew Zero.
They may have just been.
Don't get me started on the Pepsi Zero they have on Fountain Drink Pepsi Zero is
heinous,
hideous,
heinous.
It's heinous.
It's so bad, you guys. Why are the wars even? Do we even have cola wars anymore? Did Pepsi just give up?
Because Pepsi Zero just lost, is what they did.
Just gave up. They just said, "Oh, fine. We'll just make trash. We'll just make poo water. You guys go ahead and win." Yeah. Lame.
I decided to do some lifting, lubering. We're gonna call it lubering.
Yeah.
Yesterday afternoon, and the same thing happened. Basically, I got a couple rides that took me up to Boulder, and then Boulder because it's all the students up there who are too lazy to go out and get their own food. It's me delivering Chiba Hut, which is like a Chipotle wrap kind of place, and Snarf sandwiches and Jersey Mike's and Jimmy John's, etc.
Sure.
Then I get an order or a thing to take, like to go and do a floral delivery. So apparently Uber works with one of the grocery store chains out here and does their floral delivery for them. So I'm like, all right, cool. And I go and pick it up. And then I see, oh, wow, this thing is going all the way out to Niwot, a town outside of Boulder, about 30 minutes outside of Boulder. So I start driving it out there. I get to the address, or let me rephrase that. I get to where the address should be, and I get to where the little push pin is. There is no house of that number. There's 42, there's 78, but there's no 60 in the middle. As a matter of fact, there's a street. So I'm like, all right, well, shoot.
Did Albus Dumbledore come out and say, Magic Street?
Right. You're supposed to drive as quickly as you can towards this wall, and you'll go right through. Trust me.
Sure.
So I'm like, all right, well, I hit the button on the app that says, can't find address. And they say, okay, please hang on for 5 minutes while we see what we can find out. So I'm like, all right, well, great. I grab the phone and pull into one of the driveways of these places, ring the doorbell, say, hey, I'm looking for this person, or I'm sorry, I ring the doorbell, first house, the 78 house, no answer. Like, great, okay. So I go to the 42 house and I say, hey, do you know this person, guy named Carl? I'm taking some flowers to him. Supposed to be 60 between your house and this other house, but there's no house there. Guy says, no, I know my neighbor is on, 3 or 4 down on each side, and there's no Carl in any of those. I'm like, all right, cool. So hop back in the car, and by this point, Uber is saying, go ahead and cancel the ride. You'll still get paid for it.
Okay. Does that also mean the food was they
didn't order food? It was floral.
Oh, it's floral, right? I keep forgetting you did flowers, not freaking food. All right, sorry.
Yeah. So I'm like,
eat the flowers, Brian. Eat the flowers.
I'm gonna eat the flowers. Like it's a beautiful big bouquet of like white roses and purple flowers. Like it's a gorgeous, big old bouquet.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, well, here's what I'll do. And in the flowers themselves, there's a little card that also just says Carl.
Yeah, sure.
But then has a phone number on there. So I start looking on their thing. On the thing, I find the phone number. I call it. I get some woman's voicemail. I say, hey, I'm trying to do a flower delivery to Carl. The address on here, it's pointing me towards a house that doesn't exist. Can you call me back and let me know and give her my number? Great. Nothing. So cancel the ride. I get paid. And then I immediately get another ride that takes me way up to Longmont, which again is another like 15, 20 minutes from where I'm at now.
Right.
And as I'm driving this lady, and it's funny because she sees the flowers in the front seat. She's like, oh, those are pretty. I'm like, yeah. I told her the whole story about the botched delivery. And as we're on our way up to Longmont, my phone rings, and it's the number that I called calling me back. So it's this woman calling me back. And I say, hey, here's the situation. She's like, yeah, I don't know where that address came from, but it's, here's the new address. It actually should be 8060 instead of 8960. So like 9 blocks off. Big difference.
Yeah, that's not a tiny goof. That's a big goof.
Exactly. It's a big goof. So I say, all right, well, I'm taking somebody up to Longmont, but I will swing back down on my way back, and I'll turn off the app and come back down and deliver them to you. She's like, great. So I do that. I go up to Longmont, drop this person off, come back down, find her. And as I'm doing this, as I'm at a red light, like getting ready to turn rides back on because I'm getting close. I'm like, well, let me see how much I'm actually getting paid for this delivery. $3 to drive it from Boulder to Niwot and then come back and re-deliver it to Longmont because the address is like, geez, whatever,
That doesn't cover the gas, I don't think, does it? Pretty much
barely covers the gas. It's like, but it was the right thing to do. Even if I knew that it was only $3, I still would have done it because
what are you going to do?
I could have said, here, Tina, here's a lovely bouquet of flowers. Oh, where these come from? Oh, they were somebody else and it didn't get delivered. Mm-hmm. She would be like, why didn't you work harder on finding who it should have gone to?
Yeah, no, because it was obviously a really nice gesture somebody was trying to do in earnest, and that's good karma. Exactly. That's good karma backup for you, I think.
It's good karma, and I hope someday it pays me back. But still, it's like, all right, I really should look at like A, how much I'm getting paid for a delivery, and B, how far it is before I hit the button and say accept.
Yeah, it's those miles are never coming back on that odometer.
They're never coming back. The hour. Oh, Monica, they did tip me. The lady who called me gave me another $3, so I made $6.
Oh yeah, $6. There you go.
But it's not her. Somebody else sent them to her or to Carl, who apparently she lives with. So somebody else sent them. She's like, oh my God, these are beautiful. I'm like, yeah. So she shouldn't have tipped me. The person who sent them and gave me the wrong address.
They should have been the extra tip.
They should be like, oh, here's an extra $20. Sorry about all the hassle.
So if this happened with food, would you, and normally, let's just say they sent you on a goose chase and no one ever called you back. Sure. And it's been half an hour and the food's getting cold, like all that kind of stuff. Are you allowed by Uber or whoever to go, oh, I was just going to eat this then or throw it? I mean, what are you supposed to do in that case?
Totally. If I cancel the ride, this happened with Lyft a couple of years ago. Pre-pandemic, I was, or maybe right after things opened back up for the pandemic, Uber was Lyft was doing food delivery for a while separately from Lyft. There was a thing they were partnered with. I can't remember what it was, but they had me go to Chipotle and pick up 2 Big Fat Burritos, breakfast burritos, and the address that they gave me was the middle of an intersection. There was like, there was no no street address. It just said, deliver these to 88th and Sheridan or something like that. So basically not even like, oh, you're taking them to the Men's Warehouse or this or that. So I get there and I'm like, well, there's no obvious place I'm taking these. So I call, no answer. Like I call the number associated with it. Oh, that's right. Call the number associated with it. And the person said, oh yeah, no, I found a cheaper delivery. And so I thought I canceled this one. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I've just basically got these 2 big fat Chipotle burritos.
Yeah.
I had already eaten breakfast. I wasn't hungry. I wasn't going to eat them just because they were going to go to waste. So I found a couple guys who were actually working a construction site right by where I was supposed to drop these off and say, you guys want a couple completely sealed Chipotle burritos? They've got pork, green chili, blah, blah, blah. So,
that's great. That's good. No waste. No waste. No
exactly
case or whatever I'm trying to say. But I do like that you threw out Men's Warehouse as it was one of the possible original destinations.
That's what's on that corner. You got Men's Warehouse. You have a quick stop. You've got a Starbucks, because every intersection has a Starbucks. And,
there's too many out there.
Yeah. And a parking lot, an RTD parking lot or something.
There's so many. I always wonder, like, I saw a commercial on some service where they were running commercials for Starbucks. Yeah. And, and all companies are going to have an ad budget and they're going to have,
sure.
I get it. They market. But of all the places out there, I least understand why they need advertising, because
why does Starbucks
everywhere.
need to advertise?
They're everywhere. Yeah. And the only thing I can think of is, I mean, I guess it keeps the smaller chains at bay, or it reminds people that, I don't know. It just seems crazy to me.
I don't know.
You're everywhere. You have advertising on every corner, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels, if there's a company out there that probably doesn't need to advertise, it's Starbucks.
Yeah.
Driving down the street is a Starbucks advertisement.
Yeah. My wife says they should advertise how burnt their coffee tastes, and then nobody would go there. Yeah.
It's true. You can cover it up with as much pumpkin syrup as you want, but it still tastes burnt.
Yep. And it might go up because you get those tariffs on the Colombians. So here are the 2 things. It's funny you brought up floral arrangements, because the 2 things that are expected to skyrocket as a result are coffee, obviously, huge export. Yeah. But Peru and others they can step in, I suppose. But and coffee needs the right climate, so you can't just grow it anywhere.
Right.
You can't grow it here as easily as people think. There's like, we'll just grow it here. Screw those guys. Like, it doesn't work that way.
Right.
And the other thing, cocaine. I don't think the cocaine business cares about tariffs. But also, they already kind of go under the table. I don't think that matters. But the other one was flower arrangements. Colombia is the largest fresh flower exporter in the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's not like you couldn't, other options exist, but they are very big on that. And so there's even a chance the thing you delivered was were Colombian flowers. So
maybe all the expense why it was such a cheap delivery is because they paid $80 for the frickin' flowers.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens. But there are too many people who drink coffee for this to stand. Damn it. Does Jury said on his show, I saw this as well, Weston brings it up, he said on his show he didn't think the tariffs were going to happen at all, that they're just threats. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope not.
Yeah.
I'd love it if they didn't happen.
I hope not too. Yeah.
Tariff wars trade wars lead to real wars, and I would like none of that.
They do, please. And we all know how much stuff we get that is from other countries that we rely on and keeps the prices down. But my God, having to rely on American manufacturers for everything is not feasible.
No, not as currently constituted. I don't think we can handle a reset that flattens everything and starts over. We don't all got Musk money, okay?
Yeah.
So take it easy. All right, Brian, let's do some news.
Yes, sir.
Let's get some news out. It's time for the news, brought to you by...
You have 3 days left to submit your 30-second movie film festival. Okay, well, I'll just read what you put. To submit your TMS 30-second film festival submission. Submit your submission. Learn all about what to do at frogpants.com/filmfest today.
That's right. Go to the ATM machine. Just kidding. I was very redundant in my statement there.
I was trying to embellish. I was trying to flower it up, and I was like, screw it. I'll just read what's put.
Sometimes, sometimes it is what it is.
Sometimes you just got to read what's in front of you.
A fisherman reeling in a nearly 300-kilogram tuna. What is that in pounds, just for all us dumb Americans? 300 kilogram 2 pounds. That would be 661. Holy shit, that's a heavy fish. That's a huge fish.
It's a big fish.
This is a big old tuna. Battled both the monster fish and the hungry shark that bit the tuna's tail and attacked the boat.
Oh, gosh. Well, that would have lightened the tuna up a little bit.
You'd think. Like bite the half the tuna off and then you're good to go.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Crew were forced to fend off the raging predator with a broom. You know, like you keep on your... Do you keep a broom on your boat? That seems like a weird thing to have on your boat, but...
Sure, you gotta, you can't just, if you're swabbing the deck, you can't just go right to a mop. You got a broom, you gotta sweep the crap up first, and then you can swab the deck, matey.
Yeah, that's a good point. They never show this.
Old salt?
You gotta, old salt. I like that.
I like how they phrase it, though. Fisherman beat shark off with a broom.
Yeah, I don't love the term. The phrasing needs some work, right? Just
little bit, yeah.
Beats off shark with a broom. Anyway, they had trouble struggling and hauling the fish on board. The trip began when fisherman Jay Curley and his mates Michael Baird and Clayton Somerville made plans to catch yellowfin tuna over the weekend. I thought you had to have well, maybe you still have to, but I thought you had to have a really serious, expensive license to even go after a yellowfin tuna.
Oh, I don't know.
I thought that was a thing, but maybe, I don't know. They set off from Hood's Landing in Ottawa. That's not Ottawa. That's not
Ottawa. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
where is that? That's in
Manukau. I don't know where. Oh, New Zealand. Okay, these are all places in New Zealand.
It was a band meeting. That's what it was.
We missed the band meeting about the shark.
They went down to Taika-Waititi River or Waikato River. Waikato. I don't know. Out in the sea and started fishing. After snagging a couple of yellowfins, Curley's line was struck by a monster fish. I thought it was a big tuna. No, I won't do his voice. I'll spare you all. But it was sort of mythical out there, he says. So I didn't really say anything, says Curley. After 45 minutes, I got a bit of a look at the fish. 45 minutes of tugging on it? Oh my gosh, dude.
Jeez.
That also sounds bad. 45-minute tug.
Yeah. I don't even want to beat a shark off for 45 minutes.
No, that's too long.
It's too long.
I got a bit of a look at the fish, and we knew we were onto something pretty substantial. It was still probably around 30 to 40 meters away, so I couldn't really get an ID on it. Anyway, they eventually got it close enough where it looked like it was all done, and then a shark comes along, bites the tail, tries to pull it away, doesn't just take the tail, like snags it, and now it's part of your pull.
Chomp.
Yeah, but they got it out. You got to see this picture, everybody.
Let's see.
Thing's a beast. Look at that fish.
It's massive. My God.
Where'd it go? Cancel video. Show me him. There we go.
Look at that.
Look at that thing.
Tail and all.
Yeah, look at the tails all shredded up.
Wow.
So I'm trying to think, if you're these three dudes and you catch a fish like this, and yellowfin tuna is an edible fish,
sure, yeah.
do you take this back and just like everyone gets fish? Because you're not going to keep this in your freezer. You probably cut it up in town and everybody's
have
got
someplace process it. I don't even know. I don't know if you what you do, right? It's like, maybe if they were doing a because it looks like it was a fishing tour, right? Because they've got that sign.
Sorry, bluefin, I meant to say. Yeah, it's a fishing. Well, it looks like, I don't know. Is it?
Oh, it's funny. Oh, yeah. Okay, so they were fishing for yellowfin, but they got a bluefin.
They caught a bluefin.
Yeah, the Sport Fishing Club, Inc. So they might have gone out as part of like maybe not necessarily a tour group, but just like some sort of organized.
Let's see. We had a good go. Fish aboard. I'm just seeing if they say anything about what you do with it later.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. There would have been about 200 slabs. So you could say it could feed 200 people. But they don't say if they did.
Been about 200 slabs.
Yeah.
So what do you mean there would have been?
Yeah, I don't know if that means they kept it or...
Hold on. You went right past. There was something about giving the meat away. Ultimately, the group retreated about a kilometer away to evade the sharks, successfully hauled the fish aboard. He had been giving the meat away to ensure it could be enjoyed fresh.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, I feel better about that. I don't want him just killing a fish for no good reason.
Yeah, no.
And by good reason, I mean, feed. Feed people. They will not be enough for some vegans, I know, but you pescatarians out there, you know what I'm talking about.
That's right. Yeah.
All right.
Listen, I love yellowfin when I get it as part of my sushi plate.
I don't know what I've had
chirashi bowl.
Lots of that, but I never know what kind of tuna it is. I guess it's in the menu and I'm just not paying attention, but
yeah, I mean if it's just straight tuna, it's the red Toro I don't think it might be bluefin. That's a really good question. Like if you get that red slab of tuna, is it Toro? Because I know the yellowfin is lighter colored. It's not dark red like the regular tuna you get in sushi.
What's this one here? I got a fake one that someone gave
Your
me.
little Timu plastic sushi.
I don't know who gave me that at Nerdtacular, but that's probably closer to your yellowfin, right?
Yeah, that looks like a yellowfin. Yeah, totally does.
This fake little rice patty underneath it.
Yep.
Look at that. It looks tasty. I'd eat that. If it was real, I mean.
If it was real, sure.
All right, let's talk about Pokemon.
Sure.
Pokemon players known for their scrappy attitude, I guess.
Yes, and their willingness to ignore burglaries and robberies as they drive their police car to go catch a Snorlax.
That's right. You still play Go at all? Is that a thing you do?
No. I haven't opened up Pokemon Go in a couple of years.
Oh, geez.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I assume it's still a thing and people are into it.
Yeah. I still see some days when I go by a couple of the hotspots in Arvada, I will see clusters of people all on their phones, and I recognize them as being some of the people who still play Pokemon Go. So yeah.
We interrupt this program to just say Raven CTG in the chat room is on his way to a performance review. Sorry. I always forget who's logging in there.
I know.
The wife or the husband, they're both awesome. They're like the same person in my head for some reason.
Yeah, he's Win.
Anyway.
Win Magus? No, what is his? She's Raven. He is not Win Magus, but it's another W.
It's a regular one. Someone who's in here all the time, right?
Yeah. Oh, Josh 3.0. In Discord, he's Win Magus, right?
Is that
right? The deal?
I don't freaking know. Anyway,
yeah.
Point is, she's going in for a performance review right now. So good luck.
Yeah. Good luck.
I'm
Get
sure
that
you'll
raise.
do great. Get the raise. Tell them. Give them what for. All right. Screw middle management.
Right. Exactly.
Rise up and take what's yours. Yes.
Oh, Win Magus is somebody totally different. I was getting Josh confused with Win Magus.
See, this is my point. This is so hard to mix everybody up. We apologize. Really is, yeah. We know that when we see you in Vegas and stuff, we know who you are. We're good. But when it's just names, it's easy to mix them all up.
Yeah, and Tina knows everybody by a different name because she's on Facebook in the Tadpool group, and so she's like, "Oh my gosh, did you see what Melissa just posted?" I'm like, "I don't know who Melissa is."
Yeah. Then you're like, Wonderkind 400. Oh yeah, I know who that is.
Oh yeah, I totally know who that is. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
right.
We got a weird mix of that around here. Anyway, so here's a brawl this is about Pokemon cards, not Go.
Gotcha.
It happened in Costco in Southern California. A video posted on social media, of course. Two people appeared to be embroiled in a scuffle over a Pokemon card sold at the Los Angeles area Costco. The fight captured on video by X user. I'm an XX user.
An XX user, yeah.
Distinguished Toast. That's a good name.
Or disguised.
Yeah. Oh, what did I put? Distinguished?
Distinguished. I like Distinguished Toast better, actually.
Yeah, Disguised Toast is not nearly as fun. Anyway, January 16th, this happened at a Costco in Atwater Village, the Los Angeles Times reported. In the footage, crowd around about a dozen people were clamoring to get some boxes, presumably where the collectible card games were being held, when two adult men who seemed to be caught in a tug-of-war over some of the cards swung into the frame. One of the men, wearing a green jacket, ends up with his arms around the other bearded man. Hubba.
Well, it's very effective.
Yeah. Wearing glasses and a ball cap. During the awkward struggle. I like that. At least one store employee, as well as several nearby, watched the ordeal while others tried to make their way around the tussle, meaning nobody tried to intervene. They just tried to avoid it.
Right.
Moments into the fight, a young woman approaches the duo and yells, "Stop! Let go!" It's unclear if she was if she was related to one of the men and was perhaps concerned for their safety, or if she was just another customer in the store, possibly embarrassed over the mildly violent display. Anyway, get the F off me, bro, says the bearded man. So that's pretty cool. Let's take a look here. See if we can get a.
I know. I'm looking to see if there's not a video, or is there a video on? No, there's just B-roll or photos of what Pokemon cards look like. Thank you,
they didn't do the
KTLA 5.
I hate going here, but let's go here and see if the video. Oh, here it is.
Oh, there we go. There's the video.
Oh yeah,
Jeez,
look at these two.
Look at this.
Yeah, what is this? Toilet paper 2020. There's the woman.
The guy with the
elbow right in the face. Okay.
Elbow to the face.
All right. You know what?
Like the guy with the black jacket clearly has it. Was did the other guy did the guy in the black jacket rip it out of the guy with the green parka's hands?
They don't show that part, but yeah, see there he is. It looks like he's coming to get it, but who knows?
And meanwhile, dude in the gray hoodie is like, I'm taking my 5 boxes to the register.
Yeah, I'm getting the F out of here. I'm just going to go ahead and say that I think that just no matter how deep your Pokemon fandom goes, this is dumb.
Yeah.
This is super, super stupid.
Yeah. I wouldn't do this if it was like Scotty Young statues or Spice Girls albums or
anything you're into. Forget it.
Anything I'm into. Like if I go to record store day and I see the guy grab the last cover album that I want, that like he gets the last copy of the album I want, I'm not going to like jump on him and tackle him for it.
No, it's just not worth. None of this is worth it.
Jeez.
Although a lot of the comments on the video say that they think these are scalpers and they know who they are.
Oh,
so maybe it's
the
a
resellers.
money thing.
Yeah, that's what Rufus says in the chat too, that they're resellers.
Yeah. Okay, so Tally says the actual story was that the older Asian guy got the box and then the a-hole yanked it from him. Well, the video is not clear on that, but if others saw it there, I guess. I wouldn't doubt it. It looks like he looks like somebody who's been wronged.
Yeah.
So everyone's an a-hole, basically, yeah.
Yeah. Here's what you do, is you have somebody there from Costco managing it, hands everybody a box. Nobody takes more than one. You get your box, you walk away.
Simple as that. Hey, I don't know why that's hard. That's easy.
Seems easy.
Why can't
you know? You know that there's going to be like a mad dash. You put these out there, you know there's going to be a mad dash to get to them. Have somebody there managing it. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, come on, Costco. I'll even pay an extra 25 cents per hot dog if you can make that go better.
Right. I heard there was something in the news about Costco is now able to sell Coke products again. So you can get a Coke with your as part of your $1.50 hot dog combo.
They couldn't do that before?
No, apparently it was just Pepsi products.
I didn't know that. I thought I got Coke there. I guess I didn't. All right. I don't know where Kim's getting our Coke Zeros from. Probably the grocery store.
Yeah, here we go. Coke is returning to Costco's food courts. Pepsi is out.
See ya, Pepsi.
4 days ago.
Oh, so they're doing one or the other. There's no like both.
I guess it's one or the other, yeah. And their signs all like the big sign that shows the deal. Here, I'll put it in here.
It's weird though. Like, can't you have? I mean, every store, a grocery store, has both. You can choose.
Yeah.
Why can't you do that at Costco?
I think it's probably some exclusivity thing. It's like like with fast food places, they can say even though in the back you can go buy Coke or Pepsi products, like in the the big pallets, you can get whatever you want.
Oh, they're talking about fountain drinks. That's what the chat's
fountain
saying?
drinks. Yeah. I'm sorry, talking about fountain drinks. Yeah,
I thought you meant
sorry.
like
At
bulk.
the with your $1.50 hot dog combo, I said.
No, I followed it into like the whole brand thing all the way to the back of the store.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah, that's cool because so we must be getting Coke there. But that's good because I got a hot dog there, I don't know, day before Kim left. Yeah. And they had Diet Pepsi. It was the best I could do.
Yeah.
F that.
Yeah, now hopefully you'll be able to get Coke Zero with your hot dog now.
Yeah, I'll even take a Diet Coke over Pepsi. Yeah, I used to be sort of middling on Pepsi. I was like, Pepsi's all right. Like Pepsi's okay. Like the waiter asks, is Pepsi okay? Yeah, it's okay. But I don't know. I've had a hard turn on that. I'm sorry, but the Coke is just better. It just is.
Yeah, Coke Zero is better than Pepsi.
And you RC people, don't come at me. I don't like what you got either. What you have is bad. All right? It's not good.
Right.
Buc-ee's in the news again. We are always talking about Buc-ee's.
Oh, yeah.
Buc-ee's sues North Texas gas station chain, claiming its logo is way too similar to their beaver logo.
Oh, really? Oh, I got to see. Let's see the...
Let's look at the comparison here.
Let's see the logo.
So here's the
Oh,
Buc-ee's
yeah,
one.
look at that. Yep.
Super Fuels and Buc-ee's. Yeah, Super Fuels looks like
pretty darn similar.
It's more of a puppy, but...
It kind of is, yeah.
but it's definitely
Dog give me cape.
It's got the color scheme, the yellow circle. Well, it's not a yellow circle, blue circle, the circle. Like they're having a go here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you should be able to sue them, but
No.
I do think they're having a go at them there.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's what it says. Lawsuit filed by Buc-eeeees in the United States of America here. U.S. District Court claims Superfuel's logo is too similar to the Buc-ee's beaver. In the lawsuit, they say the Superfuel's logo prominently features an anthropomorphic and cartoon representation of a smiling animal that closely... Why is my phone ringing? I thought I had my stuff turned off. Hold on. Let me do that real quick because that's annoying. I don't want interruptions while I make a show. Do not disturb. Okay. Anyway, it says even the coloring and the expression are too close. Also, right-facing angle, which is a problem.
Oh, well.
I mean, trademarks are... I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm with you.
I think they designed it intentionally to look like Buc-ee's, but I don't think there's grounds for... It's close. I mean, it's reminiscent. If the dog was wearing a hat, a baseball cap, I think you'd have something there. But
yeah, having a cape. I don't know. I'm torn on this. I think that they should have. I think that I think that Superfuels is taking the piss here a little bit, but I don't think this. I mean, this is like GameStop. This is like GameStop going after Smashburger for using the same font.
Right. There's nobody looking at this thing and saying, "I think that's a Buc-ee's." Nobody's looking at that giant Superfuels dog cape thing.
No.
And saying, yeah, I think that's a Buc-ee's. Let's go to the Buc-ee's.
Nobody gets fooled by it. So that's the standard I would use in court if I were the judge or I was the opposing side. I would say, is anyone confused about?
Yeah.
Like other than that, the logos are not alike at all. Like the font, the text, all this stuff, the brightness of the yellow, none of that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're full.
And I am not a fan of the Buc-ee's beaver logo.
I don't like it either. It's just old,
Yeah. Yeah.
They just stuck with it.
It needs an update anyway.
Yeah. That font's ugly. Not a fan. Anyway,
that's true.
Superfuels owns 2 locations in Dallas, one in Irving, Texas. Buc-ee's says in the document or in their suit, Buc-ee's wants any quote ill-gotten gains that they may have gotten through their sign.
So what? Like, okay, you can have a percentage of all of our sales that we've gotten since we put up the sign. What ill-gotten gains?
This is some bullshit.
That is some bullshit.
I started this very neutral when I read the article the first time. I've come out very anti. I don't Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is cool, but I don't like Buc-ee's lawsuit. All right, I don't like it.
Yeah, I think it's a little
horse patoot.
Frivolous.
Yeah, frivolous is a great way of putting it. All right, we are going to take a break. When we come back, our old pal Bill will be here. We're going to talk about making some stuff, and that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. Brian, let's play a song in the meantime.
Yeah, so yesterday we had a song that from a band that features Tom from Aerosmith. How about today featuring a band that features Brian Wheat from Tesla?
Whoa.
This is a band called Violet Breed. I'm trying to remember if we've played Violet Breed because this is their second single from this album. We might have played the first single, I can't remember, but this is the second single from their upcoming album. It's called 10 Years Sober. The band is Violet Breed featuring Brian Wheat from Tesla.
Large breasts.
Great fanny.
Blonde hair.
A hairy chest.
I start with the toes and work up from there.
A big nose.
What's your dream car? Mario Kart.
And we've returned. Tell me who that was again.
Sure. That is the band Violet Breed from a brand new single they've released called 10 Years Sober.
Nice.
Go check them out.
Congratulations on 10 years sober. That's great.
Right? Yeah.
Pretty good. All right. Punish props. That's who it is. That's what we're doing.
That's right.
Let's bring in Bill. Let's see what's up with him. Let's dig into the world of makers.
There's still something wrong, isn't there, Bill?
There sure is. It's Bill Duran all the way from the Pacific Northwest and the home of punishprops.com. Bill Duran, welcome back to the show. How are you?
Hello, friends. Good morning. Doing great.
Oh, that's good, man. I feel like it's been forever, but it really hasn't been that long since we talked to you. It's been
a lot's happened in the last month.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been busy. I've seen some things.
Good.
online.
Ooh, I
there.
wanna hear.
Yeah. So let's catch up with Bill. Let's talk about inspiring all of us to make more shit because you're making something cool. So what are you doing these days?
So you all know that I occasionally get to go work with Adam Savage and Norm Chan out down in San Francisco.
Yep.
And all the amazing folks at Tested. There's a whole bunch of merry contributors who also, like me, get to occasionally work with Tested. And over the last years, we've all become pals. We like working together, and we're getting our own Tested YouTube channel called Tested Team.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
That's very
it's YouTube, youtube.com/@testedteam, or if you just look it up on YouTube, you could find it. Please subscribe. We're going to be making some cool videos over there.
I'm going to go right now. So this is already up. You already got some videos.
It is right there.
Yeah, there's already some videos up there. I don't have a video up yet, but there is like an intro video explaining the whole thing, and then everyone else has started contributing. They can film there in San Francisco. Most of them are local. Since I'm remote, we'll have to do things a little different.
Sure. Let me ask you this: how often will it be like, hey everybody, it's your old pal Bill, and I'm making a thing, and it's just you, or will it always be collab stuff? Like, what's the plan with the channel? I guess.
Great question. I think the plan is to try and loop people into the videos, not just have a solo person talking at a camera. So far, most of the videos have been done that way. So again, local, since I'm up here in Seattle and they're down there in San Francisco, we're gonna have to get creative. But we have some fun ideas about how we're gonna do that.
Nice.
For some upcoming videos.
That's great. That's very cool, dude. I'm excited. I'm hitting that subscribe. I'm hitting the subscribe button.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm liking and subscribing, fam.
All right.
As we have been instructed to do.
That's right.
There we go.
We've been told many, many times. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, you're in the little collage here at the Welcome to Tested team. That's cool. Look at you.
Yeah, they stuck my face in one of the spacesuits.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
I'm very excited to see what comes of it. Do you have, you probably can't say, but you probably already have a project in the planning stages, maybe, sort of?
I'm, so the theme, Norm really wanted us to share stuff that we're like obsessed about. Things we could collaborate with, things we could do deep dives on. And I wanted to do something on bird photography, which is something I've been doing a lot of the last few years, and I haven't really talked about it. So we're planning a video. Hopefully I have there's a spot where we have some kingfishers down on Puget Sound, and hopefully we could do a video where I film myself going there to capture images of wild birds, which would be really fun.
Nice. Can I tell you what we're obsessed with in our house right now, bird-wise?
Let's hear it.
Ravens, corvids of all kinds, really, but really just mostly ravens, the big ones. And
oh my gosh! And if it's not a crow, and oh my goodness, if you see a crow and then you see a raven, you will realize, even though they're both look the same,
right?
Ravens are so much different.
They're
they
huge.
sound different.
They look different. Their heads are shaped funny. They make tools out of rocks.
Voices.
They'll go find like a toothpick and a rock and MacGyver themselves out of jail. They're insane.
That's right. Yeah.
But we've gotten obsessed with them, especially like their mimicry. They do some crazy, they can talk like parrots and stuff. But they do it in the low register. So it's like, you hear a parrot go, "Rap, I want a cracker," and you hear a raven and he's like, "Hello, I would like all your money, please." Like they talk low. They're amazing. So I've become a little obsessed lately with birds. There's also a weird bird. Brian and I talked about it yesterday, but the starlings and how they can mimic like babies crying or
and like car alarms and stuff.
Yeah. You put them in the right place. Well, there's some museum or there's some zoo in like New Zealand or somewhere that had to take them and hide them away for a while so they would reset their brains, because out there people were teaching them how to cuss all the time.
Yes.
So kids groups would come and they'd just be like, "F off, kid," and just like swear at the kids. Anyway, it's my own little bird obsession lately. But you know a lot more about birds. That's great. I will look forward to that video. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, we've been It's fun. Well, birding and bird photography, it's fun to get obsessed with because it's something you can almost do passively. We go for a walk every day and we just notice the birds. We have our little Merlin bird app and we can pay attention to the birds that are around. So we're going to cover all that in a video, and I think that'd be really fun. I might even do a bird video over on the Punished Props channel because I'm kind of feeling it right now.
We got any updates on the Bender robot? I was going to ask you this anyway, but you just reminded me. How's that?
No, it's been on the bench for the last couple months during the holidays and everything, but we'll get back to work on that probably this week or next week.
Nice.
So then those videos will be over on the Punished Props channel.
Carter wanted me to ask because we watched some season 1 Futurama the other night, and she said, "Is Bill still working on that robot or that car thing?" And I said, "I think so." Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Exciting.
So the tested team has a bunch of members. These are all pals of mine. I just wanted to go down the list real quick because everyone has kind of not really a specialty, but a thing that they're likely to be covering. So Joey is like the cinematographer of the team. He's way into camera gear. So he's got a video up on Cook Lenses. You can go see him deep dive into that. Josh is the other video production guy. He doesn't have a video up yet, but he'll probably do video production stuff. Jen Schachter is just like a force of nature. She's a maker of all kinds. They did a video with her and Kate where Kate went to Japan and bought a bunch of weird tools, and they just went over their weird Japanese tool haul, which was super fun.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
Kate is a model maker. She has some Oscars for making models for movies. She's quite good at what she does. Mel does electronics type stuff and electronic music. There's a great video on that. And then Shaw does a lot of 3D printing and other things. So that's kind of the group right now. Like I said, all awesome people with things that they're just crazy into, and they're going to share all that. So again, please subscribe.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. Smash it.
That's cool.
Guys. Get it out there.
As the kids say.
That's great. I'm excited for you. This is a very cool little natural. It feels natural. Like, of course you guys are going to do this. Yeah, why not?
Basically, Tested had this Andrea folks sort of orbiting, and they're like, well, what if we did something with you guys?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably have a couple of videos go up this year. We'll see. I'm not sure how many we're going to do. I think everything's kind of up in the air, but
yeah,
more than anything, it's just going to be fun. It's going to be people who are really obsessed and really good at the things that they do, diving deep into that stuff.
Yeah, and to your point, get there early so that when things start landing, you'll be all set to get this stuff. So check it out. Tested Team on YouTube. Came up right away when I searced for it, so shouldn't be hard for people to find it.
Yeah.
Very cool. Let's talk about a little side video. You got a little something here to share. What is this?
I do. This is one of the videos. It's called One Day Film Shoot. Joey did this. So Joey, like I said, he's their film guy. He films music videos. He helps people with movies and stuff. He really knows his stuff. So he went for practice and to practice using some lenses. He went to a pinball arcade nearby where he lives and said, "Hey, can I just film a short documentary on your pinball bar?"
Yeah.
And the guy was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So they took a day to shoot it, and then Joey showed and talked about how he did the shoot, how he set up everything, how he breaks down what footage he gets, and then in post-production how he puts it all together. As somebody who makes videos, this is a gold mine.
This is so cool, and it's this arcade looks so awesome.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Machine. They've got the new 007 machine.
Yeah, he's got those sick prime lenses on there too. Shallow depth of field, really.
Yes, to get the bokeh effect. Wow.
They've got Labyrinth machine back there. I used to love that.
Yeah.
I saw I went to the place where they build those.
That's right. That's an awesome machine. I love that one.
Figured you guys would appreciate that.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! I want to live there. Are you kidding? In there, I mean, like literally in them in the arcade.
Crawl right in.
All right, well, awesome. Bill Duran, of course, punishprops.com is the place you're going to find all this stuff referenced, and the YouTube channel and all that other stuff. Bill, have a fantastic month, and I'm sure the next time we talk to you, you will have taken over the entirety of YouTube.
I hope so. See ya.
See you next time.
Yeah. I like that logo too of the place. Let me see if we can get a timestamp on it. But the rewind, it looks a little bit like an upside down Atari logo.
Oh yeah, there it is. Let me back it up some. Oops, I'm the wrong one here. There it is. Oops. See if we can get a pause on it. Yeah, that's cool.
There it is. Yeah, look, it's like an upside down Atari logo.
I like that. That's how you do it. Upside down your Buc-ee's logo.
Totally,
that's what you do.
Totally. That's great.
That's great. I love it. All right, nice job.
Yeah.
There goes Bill. And now,
cool.
Here goes us. Before we go, though, Quick thing.
Yeah.
If you want to see Greg Street and hear about the latest and greatest in his attempt to make an MMO in 2025, today's your chance because it is our monthly episode of Word on the Street with Greg Street and their game, codename Ghosts, from Fantastic Pixel Castle. We're hosting that episode today at noon Mountain Time. And go to frogpants.tv if you want to watch live. You can ask questions in the chat. We'll be funneling those through as well. And we're going to meet their new, I think it's their new head of production.
Oh, cool.
I think is who's coming on today. Her name is Juno, I believe. Anyway, I'm very excited. I'll know more here in a minute. But that's happening today, noon Mountain Time at frogpants.tv. Or if you want the podcast, go to frogpants.com/street. Brian, let's get out of here. You got a little, unless you got anything else, you have anything to promote, say, do?
I got nothing else to promote. Man, this today flew by so quick.
It's a quick day, and that's good because I have some prep I got to do.
You have a lot of stuff. You have some prep to do for Word on the Street.
And possibly a dog to pick up somehow in between.
Oh,
those,
right. Poor thing.
We'll
yeah.
See. Anyway, let's get a song out. What do we got?
For sure. This one's going out to I Am Sci-Fi. Ian Levinstein said, "Hey there, Scone and Beignet. Today is my 41st birthday. Holy crap. 1 year away from the ultimate answer to life, the universe, and everything. This past revolution around the sun has been a complicated one full of unexpected turns, changes, and new life developments. Even as 2025 brings its own challenges and tribulations, I'm overall confident this year will turn out pretty darn good, or at least in crossing my fingers accordingly. Anyway, for my annual request, I'm going with the Cranberries and their version of Go Your Own Way. Love the way Dolores' voice worked with this Fleetwood classic. Thanks as always for being a useful distraction these past nearly 12 years, you darn group of freaks." I looked it up. My TMS anniversary is the way he writes it, is April 10th, 2012, when Ibbott did a Culverville crossover. Those 3 days Scott was out. Love the show, though. Ian, I Am Sci-Fi.
I forgot you did that. I totally forgot.
I forgot I did that too. Yeah.
Like great.
I think the only time I've ever done a TMS thing that wasn't with you.
Yeah. What did we do? It's just like it was like your marathon thing or what?
I don't know. 3 days. No, I don't know. It just must have been three days you were out and I did a Coverville episode in April 2012. I
have to go back and see what we did. That's wild.
For sure.
Very cool, Ian.
This is Cranberries. This came from a really cool tribute to Rumors called Legacy. Came out in 1998. This is one of the best tracks on there, too. There's a lot of like more mainstream pop stuff, but Cranberries was a nice alternative. Go Your Own Way. Here are the Cranberries.
Roses are red, and I love to dance. When I'm looking for great shows, I go to frogpants.com.
Would a video camera work? Yeah. You got one? No.